And welcome back to Slushie Review. This is Keith.
And this is Chris.
And today we are reviewing the second movie of our Cornetto Trilogy, Hot Fuzz.
Yes.
We just did... I don't remember what the first one was called.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. I was like, I know it's something to do with zombies. I mean, we just watched it last week. Who knew? Either way. Yes, Hot Fuzz. So we're doing our Cornetto Trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and World's End.
Just the World's End.
World's End, not Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean. However you pronounce it, I don't care. But yeah, this is interesting because Keith, I have never seen them, and we watched Shaun of the Dead, and Shaun of the Dead was actually really good. And you will get if I think this one is good.
Okay.
Later, and if Chris likes it. I mean, I know he owns the movies, but we'll see if he likes it or not.
Too soon to tell.
Same. That's what she said. You know, baby. I nailed the joke. Anyway. I don't know anymore. Before we get started, slushies today is cherry.
Delightful.
Delicious. It is really good, actually. I like cherry. Cherry's always good.
Cherry's just one of those flavors and things that, like, it's hard to miss.
It's another flavor that's better than fruit.
Yeah, because I was just going to say, regular cherries,
Disgusting.
they don't taste like this to me.
Disgusting.
And they just aren't that great sometimes.
They're not.
And I'm a guy who likes to eat some fruit. Cherries, I don't know. They got a little rock in the middle of them, and they just don't taste like this.
Oh, those cherries? Like Bing cherries?
Yeah.
Oh, those are even worse.
Are you talking like maraschino cherries?
I just meant cherries. Like regular, like... Are they maraschino?
Like they're bright red? Come in the jar?
Are those the only kind that are bright red like that?
I think there's other ones, but like if they come in the jar of them, because they're like dyed or something. They don't taste right.
Yeah,
they look like they should be delicious, but they are not.
No, they're definitely not. They're gross.
They're not good.
But the dark ones are even worse.
Oh, the Amarino cherries or whatever. Yeah.
But the Bing cherries are like dark too, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
With the little pebble in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah. No.
Pretty much. I think every cherry has a pit in it.
Not the red ones.
They take them out. So some of them have like holes in them. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Also, they don't taste.
I'm gonna say maybe I should leave them in because it might taste better. But also, I don't really like unless it's. Let me think of something that I like. I do like sunflower seeds. Okay. Those are good. Wings, because we had that tonight. Those are like the only two things that I like that I eat, and then I have to spit out something.
Okay. You know? Or like they have something in the middle.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else
that you like
that.
Yeah, because I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I don't really like ribs because I don't like that.
Okay, ribs. If we're talking about
corn on the cobs, I gotta cut them off the cob. Wings, I don't do wings because of the bone thing.
You buy corn on the cobs and then cut them off?
Yes.
Why not just buy loose corn?
I do that too.
Oh, okay.
But like during the summer, cook it up. Like I've done it in the air fryer. Delicious.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
So good.
It doesn't turn to popcorn.
No, it doesn't. It just gets delicious. I like butter it, roll it in Parmesan cheese, put it in the air fryer.
Okay.
Delightful. And then I slice it off that motherfucker because I don't want to pick it up and eat it.
That's so weird.
I'll take it.
Okay, I guess. Okay, well, I guess like ribs, and I don't think of that as wings. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I think of wings like you can with bone-in wings you can put like a whole wing in your mouth. You still got to pull out the. I feel like with ribs though, it's like. I mean, I could do that too. I guess. I don't know.
Doesn't mean I want to.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta get all the meat off.
Fair.
I love ribs.
The last time I had ribs, I don't even remember who made them. They like fucking fell off. Like I was just eating it with a fork and nothing else. I could just scrape it off and all the meat came off. It was so good. Like I think it's good, but I just don't want to. I don't want to go through all the rigmarole of picking it up, and I gotta like,
I don't want to go through picking it up.
Hold my face back from the food, but also try to eat it at the same time.
You do, man.
I'm weird. I don't like shit like getting all over my face or like on my hands when I'm eating. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I can't help it.
Sometimes you just gotta get in there and get dirty, baby.
That's fair.
Yeah. Ribs, always.
Yeah.
Even if there's something fancier, it's just ribs.
Yeah, but like if there's a side with it, then you have to like usually use a fork, and then my hands are all messy.
You don't have to. You never have to use a fork, Chris.
I don't have to, but if it's like ribs and like baked, like let's say it's like a cookout situation. There's ribs and like baked beans or potato salad or some. I'm not using my hands for all that shit.
I stand by what I said.
I understand. I'm using my hands.
I'm not saying I haven't.
I'm using utensils for baked beans because, good God, those shits are probably going to be hot. I'm not scooping in there with my hands like a bear. That would burn me.
Or like Christopher Lloyd and Do Some Menace. That's exactly
what
happened.
When he was the vagrant. Yeah.
Good times. It all comes back around the movies,
there
guys.
We
go. Either way, I don't know what else.
We went a long way from talking about cherry slushies to get to that.
Yeah, to ribs.
Whatever's fanciest, unless there's ribs.
All right, let's get to the intro or something or another. Thank you for listening. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you follow us at Slushie Review on Twitter at Slushie Review. You can also check us out on YouTube. Just search Slushie Review. We pop up. We're the first result. And then check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. And also, coming soon, Instagram. Follow us on IG.
The gram.
At Slushie Review Podcast.
Yes.
We just started it. Need some followers. Need some likes. All right, guys. Welcome back. If this is your first time listening, because we've had a lot of new subscribers to our YouTube, which we definitely appreciate.
Hey.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you for staying a while.
Shout out.
I'm Keith. This is Chris. Or that is Chris, not me. I'm already Keith. I already said that.
I'm two people at once.
We do Slushie Review, where we review movies that we watch. And most of the time, we like most of them. So we'll see how this one goes. We're going to give you some likes. We're going to give you some dislikes. We're going to give you a little meter called our Slushie Meter and give 5 slushies. That's the max. Sometimes we go over that, though, depending on if the movie's great. Yeah, so first thing we're going to do right now, we're going to give you a little bit of the cast, just so you know who we're talking about. We're going to do that with young Chris, and then after that, we're going to get into a little P-lot or plot, as they say in America, with Keith. But we're going to start with Chris first. I'll let you go, Chris.
All right, so cast of Hot Fuzz. There's some podcast favorites in here. First off, you got Simon Pegg as Nicholas Angel. After that, we got Nick Frost as PC Danny Butterman. Classic. They're fucking.
What's PC?
I think it means police constable.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
I believe that's what it means.
Okay.
Because I think constable is just like one of the generic terms for like an officer, like their version of like officer maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little odd, but I mean, they're from the other side of the pond. So if you were from there, you could consider yourself at home with all these descriptions.
I wrote a little ditty.
Aside from them, we've got such notable actors as Martin Freeman, who we know from Marvel movies, the Hobbit movies.
Has he been in any of the movies we've done?
That we've already done?
Yeah.
He was in Shaun of the Dead for like a scene.
Yeah, I bet. In the Marvel movies.
I don't think so, because I think the main one he was in was Black Panther.
Yeah, he wasn't in Endgame, was he?
I don't believe so.
No, he was in. Well, he was also in Civil War.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think we've done any movies with him in it, have we? I feel like we have.
He might have been in something.
Can't remember.
We've done a few. We've done a couple movies.
Hey, that's fair.
But after him, we've got podcast favorite Bill Nighy
my guy.
as the chief inspector in London, as David Jones.
I don't even do that voice anymore because you do it so much better.
No.
So I just gotta say it so you can say it.
To make me do it.
That's it. It's like a recall.
There's, let's see, a lot of like smaller parts in the movie that we don't need to get into everybody.
That's fair. The one guy though,
Timothy Dalton.
Oh yeah.
We have as Simon Skinner, the grocery store owner. There we go. Okay, I was messing up for a little bit. It just wasn't giving me anybody. We've got Timothy Dalton as Simon Skinner, Jim Broadbent as Inspector Frank Butterman, Danny's father. We've got Patty Considine and Rafe Spall as the Andes, Kevin Eldon as Sergeant Tony Fisher, Carl Johnson as PC Bob Walker, the old man with the dog who you couldn't understand. It was hilarious. Olivia Colman as Doris. Edward Woodward as Tom Weaver. We've got Anne Reed, Leslie Tiller, Kenneth Cranham, James Reaper, a bunch of people. Stephen Merchant as P.I. Staker, Mr. Piss Taker himself, the guy who called about the Swan. I thought that was him, but I wasn't sure. And I think that's funny.
Who is that?
Stephen Merchant. He's an English comedian, British comedian.
Oh, okay.
I've seen him in a few things.
Okay.
He was in Logan. He was the... that's right, you didn't see it.
No, I've seen Logan.
Okay, he was the mutant with him who could, like, sense other mutants. Caliban.
I definitely would have never... Yeah, I barely remember that guy. He was a weirdo. He was like an albino, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is... Anyway.
You've got Rory McCann as Michael Armstrong. We know him... I know him from Game of Thrones. I guess he was in Jumanji, the second new one with The Rock.
I haven't seen the second one.
I haven't either. I still haven't seen all of the first one.
What?
I haven't seen all of the first one with The Rock, sorry.
Oh.
I've definitely seen the first one. Of course, I saw the first one in theaters.
Listen, I thought so. I was like, what are you talking about?
I saw that one in theaters. Classic. I almost watched it the other day. It's on Netflix now, and I almost watched it, yeah. Or maybe it was on something else, but we were scrolling. I was like, ooh, Jumanji. Let's watch that in the near future. I might.
Forget Netflix. I haven't been watching a lot of Netflix. HBO Max and Peacock have some really great fucking movies on them. Really great fucking movies.
I've been watching a lot of HBO Max just because I've been watching a lot of Curb lately.
That's fair. Great movies, though. Mm-hmm. I just watched 2 Hangovers. 1 and 2. It's too much, almost.
We started watching 21 Jump Street on Peacock
the other
day.
I watched that like 2 weeks ago.
We only got like a 20 minutes to half an hour into it, but it was taking me back. It's like, this movie's funny. There's Johnny Depp in disguise.
Yeah,
wait for it.
I was waiting on that too. I was like, hey. I didn't know the other guy was in it too. At the end, he was in the original 21 Jump Street as well.
But he wasn't Johnny Depp. So
no, he wasn't.
I didn't remember who he was.
I didn't even know it was a thing until after I watched the movie and I looked it up.
Oh, that it was a show or something? That's fair.
I was like, I've heard of it, but also there's like a slang term. It's like, I knew about that since Jump Street. Mm. So like, I never knew it was a fucking show. It's just something I always said. Fuck it. But yeah, I like Johnny Depp. The only other guy I know is the guy that we talked about. He is uncredited. I do know that. Couldn't tell you who he is.
Peter Jackson? Wait, for this movie?
Yeah. He was the third guy when they came to visit him from London. The guy I asked you about. He was in the other guys.
Oh, Steve Coogan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's uncredited. So I don't know.
Yeah, he is. That's weird.
Yeah. I saw that earlier, so I didn't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, I just saw that's on credit. That's weird. But yeah, he's in it. He is one of the inspectors from London. We've seen him in the other guys, Tropic Thunder. We've got David Bradley as Arthur Webley. I think he's hilarious. He's in this. He was in Game of Thrones. He was in The Strain on FX. Badass Holocaust survivor who hunts vampires with a fucking sword cane. He's awesome.
What does he look like?
It's the old dude with the fucking weapon stash who nobody could understand except the other old guy.
Okay.
They had to like translate through the old people to get his fucking dialogue. Aside from that, we have Peter Jackson, was the dude Santa Claus who stabbed Simon Pegg through the hand at the beginning of the movie, and he looks familiar, but I can't place him. Garth Jennings is somebody in this, and Edgar Wright was the voice of somebody, and also was one of the shelf stockers in the store in an uncredited role.
Nice.
So that's pretty much everybody. I named a bunch of actors who I don't know them, but they had parts in the movie. So I was just reading their names to get to the ones that I did know. Because the first time I pulled up the cast to read this on IMDb, it gave me 10 results. And the full cast was 61. So I had to kind of stall for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But we got there.
Oh, yeah, the stall. Cut that shit out.
We got there. We got there.
All right, that's cool.
But that is it for the cast. And I'm going to throw it over to Keith for the plot of Hot Fuzz.
And I caught it. All right, so how does this start off? All right, Simon Pegg's character is Nicholas Angel?
Yes.
I don't know his name. Because I definitely didn't know his name when I was writing down some likes. I was like, also Butterman.
Yep.
Definitely called him Nick in my likes. I was like, Nick. That's all I know.
Nick Frost.
So, and I couldn't think of Simon Pegg's name, so I just didn't write his name down. And then I was like, Angel. I was like, what's his first name? And then I think either you said Nick or they said Nick at the end, and I was like, who's that? And I was like, I don't fucking know these people. Either way, so it starts off and they show kind of like a training montage, basically, of Nicholas Angel. I don't know why I call him young. Nicholas Angel. They show him in like a training montage going through his training to become a policeman, then his like kind of all of his accolades. There's a narrator behind saying everything that he's done. And he works in London, and he's one of the best cops of all time. He saw so many. He had so many citations. He had so many awards. And they show him just basically being kind of a badass, actually, which was pretty sweet. They show him saving people. They show him basically being like special ops almost. Him just doing everything. Simon Pegg, of all people, honestly. But it's great. Then he gets called into the inspector's office, and the inspector's like, guess what? You've done such a great job. We're transferring you. He's like, I don't want to be. Well, he kind of don't have a say. And then his boss comes in and tells him the same thing. And then his boss comes in, Bill Nighy, and says the exact same thing. Or no, then that's Steve Coogan. And then Bill Nighy comes in, and he's just like, yeah, you don't have a say. So you can't just make people disappear. Yes, we can. We're the police. So, but basically the reason why they're moving him is because he's done too good of a job. And he's making everyone else look bad. Which is hilarious just to even think about. Because I'm sure there's people like that. Like, we got to get this guy out of here. He's fucking it up for the rest of it. Which actually, that is true. There are people like that. Like, calm down, man. We all get paid the same. You don't need to work that hard. We definitely do that at work, at my job. So he goes to this place called Sanford, and he becomes a sergeant there. And basically, he's restless and nothing's happening, and he's trying to solve crimes that haven't been committed, and even small petty crimes he tries to solve, and nothing. And then all of a sudden, some accidents, aka collisions, happen, and basically a whole bunch of murders happen. And he believes that there's this big thing of people murdering people, and they're like, "No, Sanford hasn't recorded a murder in years." And then hijinks take place from there, honestly. And I mean, that's really about it. I mean, a lot of shit happens after that, which I'm sure we'll get into. So, yeah, that's it. Short and sweet. Good times. It is a comedy, by the way. Just had to say that. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the plot of Hot Fuzz. Let's get into some likes.
Let's do it.
I'll let you go first.
Oh, okay.
We'll tag team.
Okay. Yeah. The first one that I wrote down was about the intro. Was during his list of accolades and everything. I put Goody Two Shoes intro because that was the song that was playing, and I just thought it was hilarious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I thought it was funny.
I didn't know.
Because he's just he's like the super cop who's good at everything, and apparently his higher ups are annoyed by him because you have a 400% higher arrest record than anyone else.
Which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah. And I just thought that was funny. Just like a small little thing to start the movie out. I just thought that was hilarious.
That's fair.
Because the opening part of them like talking about all the stuff he's done isn't particularly funny until they mention that he was stabbed through the hand by a man dressed as Father Christmas.
That is true.
Which is what they call Santa over on that side of the ocean.
Really?
Yeah.
That's dumb. Only because I'm an American, I can say that.
Right.
I do have a couple English friends, though.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I do not.
Would you like to? That was almost Australian, wasn't it?
A little bit.
I like ice cream too, mate.
Okay, yeah, that's all right.
Alligators. Dingo babies.
All right, let's see. First the cycling police. I thought was the funniest part of that whole bit. When he is like, I don't even know what they said. They said something like he even trained the cycling cops or something. And he pulls up on a bike. Let me tell you what the funniest thing I've ever seen. Last year, 2020, when they were doing, people were protesting. And these cycling cops, there's a video of these cops pulling up, skidding their bike. And they're all in a line. And you don't look tough, my guy. You can't do something a 10-year-old kid can do and then expect to be like, oh shit, where are you gonna put my big ass at, on the handlebars, motherfucker? Shut the.
They got some pegs on the back. You gotta ride on.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
You gotta put your hand on their shoulders so you don't throw off the balance.
I was like, these. Who do you think you are? But either way, when Simon Pegg put up on that bike, I lost it. I was like, okay. Okay, I'm writing that down because that was funny as shit. Yeah. So I know you said that was the one funny thing to me. The Father Christmas
thing was funny.
Fucking stupid. But yeah. But I agree. That shit was hilarious. But that was my first like.
Okay. You want to go again? You want to switch back and forth? Or you just want to tag team it?
Oh, either way.
Okay. Next one I wrote, cinematography. I'm going to steal one of your long-running likes because it's Edgar Wright movie. He shoots movies in a way that I enjoy.
I agree.
This, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim, The World's End's coming up. I think he did Baby Driver also. All those movies I thought were shot in very interesting ways.
Yeah.
And Baby Driver I think was mostly to do with the music. And a lot of his other just quick cuts. They make just mundane stuff. They do it in real quick, energetic ways. So that it's
right,
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it works to get through. I don't even get through, but it's to show a lot of stuff happening in a short amount of time. And it was doing really well because he's jumping back and forth between two different areas at some points in this one. I thought was really good.
I like Edgar Wright. and I've only known him because of Scott Pilgrim, and I don't think I watch anything else with him in it or whatever. But yeah, this movie, all his movies are shot in a way, and even though there were different narrators, the guy narrating today sounded just like the narrator from Scott Pilgrim, and I know it's different people because
it was Bill Hader.
Yeah, Bill Hader was in Scott Pilgrim. Yeah. So it's like I know they're different people, but I'm like, the sounds. I'm getting the vibe. When he started talking, I was like, meanwhile in Canada, I was like, yeah, say it, just say it. Come on, Scott Pilgrim's dating a 17-year-old. Just say it one time, please. I'm gonna watch that movie again. I got to. It's a good time.
I got to, mister.
So yeah, I agree with you. I think you're right.
I enjoy it. I don't know if he's done. I'm sure he's done more movies than I'm aware of.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I should probably look into those if I enjoy these. But these ones I really like. I like this trilogy, and I like Scott Pilgrim. I like Baby Driver. I should look and see if there's more of them that he has done, because he's probably done more than, what's that, like 5 movies?
Yeah,
he's probably done more than that.
I'm sure. I'm sure he has. My next, Nick being a cop is just fucking hilarious. He's the worst. He's the worst. He was fucking drunk.
Oh, Nick Frost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. See, I forgot his name. Butterman. Yes. Him being a cop is just... what? He was drunk, got arrested by Angel on not even his first day, the day before his first day.
He's like, when do you start? Tomorrow.
He arrested Butterman for a DUI because he almost ran him over, which at first I thought it wasn't Butterman. I thought there was a whole plot at the beginning, and I was like, but it wasn't.
No.
But it worked out though. Well, it didn't, but it did. But yeah, I was just like, all right, so he's getting, this is my thought process. I was like, okay, he got arrested for DUI. They're going to lead him through a program. He's going to become cops with them. Easy. Then when he showed up in the police uniform, I was like, fuck this movie. I was like, this fucking movie. I was like, he's already a cop. Oh,
it's irresponsible.
Fucking, yeah, it is irresponsible. I was like, God damn it. Fuck. And then his punishment was because his punishment was cake, but it wasn't. He was like, why is everybody eating cake? He was like, well, his punishment is he had to buy cake for everybody. He was like, you think that's punishment enough for DUI? He's like, oh, that's not punishment for that. It's punishment because he forgot his hat.
Yeah, like he misplaced his helmet or his hat.
He misplaced his helmet. And so he was like, but this is the punishment for DUI is going to be real tough. Well, what does he say? He says a pun for ice cream or something. He's like, it's going to be real cold. Chunky Monkey for the month. I was like,
he's like, oh, Dad.
This fucking movie.
Hilarious.
I rolled my eyes. You would have thought I was Chris listening to puns the rest of the movie. I rolled my eyes so hard at the rest of the movie.
Oh, man.
I enjoyed it, but I was just like, I was just giving it the stink eye. This fucking movie. It's fucking pretentious.
And I love it so much.
You do. You're having a great time.
Dude, I was laughing at everything because this movie is hilarious.
It is funny, but I rolled my eyes.
To me.
But yeah, that's my second line.
I'm going to agree with you. Danny Butterman was fucking hilarious. When, at any given moment, he was doing something dumb. When they did, like they did in Shaun of the Dead, he's like, oh, you never taken a shortcut before? And Angel starts hopping fences.
Oh,
and he goes down below the one and does like a fucking front flip over the next one. And Danny's like, gets all keyed up to run, and he just fucking falls through it, and then goes to get over the next one and fucking falls over it. Hilarious. The fact that he was a drunk idiot who wanted to be like a proper cop and thought he was missing out on like all this action and shit, and got to do everything that he asked Angel about. It's like, have you ever fired a gun whilst jumping through the air? No. Ever fired 2 guns whilst jumping through the air? No. You ever been in a high-speed chase? Yes. You ever fired your gun whilst in a high-speed chase? No. And he got to do all those things. I thought it was great. And he looked like he was having the time of his life.
Fair.
When they ran out of that fucking old dude's house, when that sea mine was going to explode, he had like his big, dumb fucking smile on his face. And I thought it was hilarious.
I didn't even realize that. But yes, he did do all that. All those things. That's funny as shit.
I loved it. And also, I've seen this movie a million times. Megan and I love watching this movie together. So I'm probably going to be talking about some shit that I've noticed just because I've seen this movie so many times. But I like it. But yeah, I totally agree. He was great. And then that leaded to my next one. I thought Simon Pegg as Nicholas Angel was hilarious. Because he was completely different from how he was in the last movie. Because he's obviously a different character. But like in Shaun of the Dead, he was like the slacker, screw up, kind of lazy, seemed like he didn't know what he was doing with his life.
Right.
And in this one, he's the best cop, not like a hint of corruption or dirty cop going on. He's just like, I do everything by the book, how it should be done. I use my notebook for everything more than I use like my service weapons, because like this, you can get people to do all kinds of shit. You can get people to apologize for speeding by just writing down what they say. I just thought he was good at it, and he's a very different character in the next one. But I thought he was great. He was chasing down shoplifters. At the end of the movie, he was fucking shooting old people left and right. He was doing everything in this small little town. Like he was meeting school kids, taking questions. He was doing patrols. He was drinking cranberry juice at the bar, arresting all the children in the bar. Hilarious.
I should have wrote that down, but that was funny as shit.
That was funny, yeah. I thought he was good. I like Simon Pegg a lot. Podcast favorite. One of my favorite actors. Again, haven't seen everything he's been in, but what I've seen him in, I love him.
We gotta watch Mission Impossible.
I'd be down.
I love Mission Impossible.
Because I know you told me he's in those, and I'll watch him.
He's in 3 or 4 through the most recent one.
Okay.
He's in the third one, because he's not in the second one, he's not in the first one for sure. But he's either in the third one. I think he has a small part in the third one, and then in the fourth one, he's in it. And then he's in the rest of them too. But like the third one, I think he has a small part. But he's so good. Yeah. He's so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I agree. That was my next like. Angel being so serious. I was like, this is absolutely different than what he was in Shaun of the Dead. This is absolutely different from any movie I've ever seen him in. The only thing that rivals this movie of him being in, and he wasn't really in it, was fucking The Force Awakens. He was serious as shit in that movie. And we didn't even see him. He was just a voice. But in it, he was so goddamn serious until, was it the ketchup thing? Mm-hmm. They actually broke a smile. And I was like, oh, he got you. Mm-hmm. Got her. Like, I was like, oh, Nick got you. You guys are best friends now. Yep. Like, once he smiled, because he didn't smile any time before that. He does not break a smile, nothing. And I was like, I like him being serious. This is good. Because, honestly, with him like in the, policeman officer, and that whole get up, he kind of looked like it. I was like, I believe it. He looks like a snitch. No, I'm just playing. But no, he did. He looked like an uptight asshole, really.
Yeah.
And I was like, he played the part well. Well. But yeah, I agree. So, yeah. So I agree with you. That was one of my likes too.
Okay.
I guess my next like, musical number at the end of R&J, Romeo and Juliet. I was like, this fucking movie. At the end of Romeo and Juliet, Romeo, if you don't know, let me take you down to Bill Shakespeare. The guy fucking says at the end, pisses me the fuck off. Fuck William Shakespeare. I stand on that. Podcast disfavorite. Unfavorite. Non-favorite. Either way.
I won't argue with you.
Fucking Romeo and Juliet. At the end, Romeo takes a potion. Or no. So wait. Juliet is perceived to be dead. She is not. Romeo thinks that he's so in love with her, he wants to kill himself too. He doesn't know that she took a potion to put her to sleep for a long time, and all he has to do is wait so they can go off and be lovers. Because I think his cousin Mercutio didn't give him the note in time. I don't remember how it works. Sounds like I remember, but I don't.
It does sound like it because I don't. I never actually read Romeo and Juliet.
Keith has never read Romeo and Juliet.
I read some of his other boring shit.
Never read any
in school.
William Shakespeare. Never read any of it. But I watched Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's a great fucking movie, and I watched it recently. I think I told you I watched it like 4 or 5 months ago. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
The one where they all have guns, where they use all the old dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show me your sword. They pull out a gun. And the infamous, the prestigious, the amazing John Leguizamo he's Tybalt, I think. He's fucking great. Anyway, so that's how I know what happens in Romeo and Juliet, to be fair. Yeah. I also seen Othello. They did a hip hop version of Othello called O with Josh Hartnett, Mekhi Phifer, and the girl from Save the Last Dance. I can't think of Julia Stiles. Is that her name? Yeah, Stiles. Yes. They did a thing. I don't even know what it's about. I couldn't tell you what Othello was about, but they kind of like sung, but they kind of rapped. It was weird, but it was a good movie though. Like everybody dies at the end because that's all William Shakespeare fucking is.
Right.
So whatever. Anyway, so at the end, Romeo takes his potion. He kills himself. Juliet wakes up and she shoots herself. Before she shoots herself, she goes to kiss the lips of Romeo because she's like, "Oh, he took poison. I want to die too now," because everybody wants to die all of a sudden. And she's like, "There must be poison on his lips still." In this fucking movie, she goes to kiss him, and he fucking leans up and kisses her back like 5 fucking times. And I just rolled my eyes so goddamn hard. I saw the back of my mind. And I was like, and then they break out in the song and dance. For what song were they singing?
Love Fool.
Yes, Love Me. I was fucking...
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Love me. Right. I thought of Jim and fucking Karen.
And you come forward to Andy.
Fucking Andy. Yes. That's all I thought of. And I was like, this fucking movie is irresponsible.
That's hilarious. This movie's very irresponsible, and I fucking love it.
So that was my, after I just gave you the whole thing of Romeo and fucking Juliet. Fuck William Shakespeare.
Honestly.
Either way.
The Bard. But...
Yeah, so here's the thing. There's so many movies based off his plays, apparently, and I didn't know this. And someone's like, oh, yeah, this is based off of this, and this is based off of this. I'm like, oh. Well, they made it into a palatable situation, a movie, and they didn't say like William Shakespeare is this, because if they would have said that, I wouldn't have watched it. Except for Romeo and Juliet, but I also have an older sister. She watched it. Leonardo DiCaprio was like the bee's knees back in the day, so so I watched it. I also watched Titanic. I'll never watch that again either. So.
Yeah.
The only good part of Titanic is the last hour, but
yeah, when the ship starts crashing, all the rich people are dying.
Apparently, you can't say that out loud, but I did.
Why not?
So I don't know. Because when we got it, it was on VHS.
Yeah, same.
There's 2 tapes.
Yep.
First tape never got played in my house.
Really?
Why?
I don't know.
So I can see him paint this young girl as like a French person? I don't give a fuck.
I don't
know. No.
I watched it with my mom. She wanted to watch it, and I was like, okay, I'm a child. I don't have a choice. Let's all do what you want to do. So we watched.
It's a 4-hour movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say we watched 4 hours of movie.
And it's not the Snyder cut. That's for damn sure.
Batman didn't come in and do shit.
I was like, fuck. Yeah, movie's trash.
Batman would have had his own lifeboat.
Yeah, right. Billy Zane was in that movie. Damn it.
Oh, I know that name.
He was the Phantom. The movie The Phantom.
Okay.
We talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I know him from. He was also in Back to the Future, which you've also never seen. So
not all the way through. Yeah.
I don't know what else he's been in since, or after, or before.
I know the name though.
Yeah, he's very like interesting name. But yeah, he was in Titanic, and I would see he reminds me of Bruce Wayne. I think he would have been a perfect Bruce Wayne. Honestly, that jawline.
Look this character up real quick.
Could cut through cement. Let me tell you, But again, and he had the look. But you know, the picture they're going to show is going to be like 80, so just to let you know. But I don't know what else he's been in.
Well, I could see that.
As Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, I can see it.
He looks like a rich piece of shit. Especially in Titanic. I mean, he was. He let her go because, yeah. Because she used Romeo. She used Leonardo DiCaprio's last name when they saved her. I don't know if you remember that part. They're like, "Who are you?" It's kind of like a Howard Potts situation. So it was the whole thing. Either way, that's my like, man. I'll let you go.
Okay, my next one is Simon Skinner, Timothy Dalton. I thought he was really good. He wasn't like... I think of him as being like the big villain of the movie because he shows up at the beginning and he shows up several times throughout the movie to kind of like taunt them. Mm-hmm. And then he's got like the big boss showdown at the end. I thought he was a good villain. All the just like menacing off the wall shit that he said was great.
Fair.
He meets him when he's first gets into town. He's jogging. He's like, "I'm a slasher. I've got to be stopped. I'm a slasher of prices." And it was like, oh my god, this fucking guy. And you find he runs a grocery store.
Hilarious.
And then what does he say about the actress? He's like, "Oh, if we bashed your head open, all sorts of secrets would fall out." It's like, well, this guy's fucking evil. And he mentions his customers go into other stores, like, may their heads fly from their shoulders. Mm-hmm. Or
when the guy was drunk, he was like, "Oh, he's gonna be in bits tomorrow.
He'll be in bits tomorrow." I was like, I love him. That was good. I thought he was good. He was just like, he was a creep. He came off as a creep. He was a creep. He was a bad guy. He orchestrated murders. He was carrying out murders as part of the NWA. And I just thought he was good. He got the big boss showdown where they had to go through all the dudes that worked for him to get to him. And then Nicholas got to fight him in the tiny town without any Godzilla sound effects. Which all I could think of during that was fucking Street Fighter. After having seen that movie now, all I could think of was E Honda versus who would he fucking fight?
Zangief, the star of the show.
E versus E Honda versus the star of the movie. Zangief, yes, without the Godzilla sound effects in the tiny village. That's all I can think of.
I only thought about Arrested Development.
Or that.
Yeah. I said enough. We're out of vodka.
What? I was laughing.
Good times.
Classic.
Let's see. My next like, I don't know if this is a like or dislike. It's a dislike, so I'm going to save that one.
Ooh, okay.
Judge, Judy, and Executioner. Probably the funniest thing I've ever fucking heard. Because, of course, Angel says Judge, Jury, and Executioner. Mm-hmm. Your dad is Judge, Jury, and Executioner. And Nick, a.k.a. Butterman, goes, I don't care if he says he's not Judge Judy. He's not Judge Judy or an executioner. And I was like, this fucking guy. I fucking hate Nick. I was gonna say Nick Kroll, Nick Frost. I hate Nick Kroll too.
I don't really like Nick Kroll.
Yeah, no one likes him. He looks like crap.
I don't know what it is. He looks like I hate him.
He looks like the douche, doesn't he?
God,
yes, he acts like it too. He's pretty good at it.
What it is.
He's probably like the nicest guy.
He might be.
He probably is.
He might be, but I don't like him for some reason.
It's usually always the nice people who are shitty in Hollywood. The people who act like shitty, they're usually like the nicest people in the world. Yeah. It's usually that way.
He was just on an episode of Curb that I watched. I was like, I don't fucking like this guy.
Yeah, same. Something about his face.
Yeah, maybe. It's like the eyes or something.
Yeah, he looks skeevy.
He does look skeevy.
See? I don't know. But he's probably so nice.
Maybe.
He probably like reads to children and shit.
Kids can read at a certain point.
I was like, can it?
Some of us.
Fair. But yeah, so that was actually my last like, because the other one's changed into a dislike. So so there's that.
All right, now it's my time. I'm just gonna till it's my time to just go off.
You got it.
Movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay. I did that a couple episodes ago that I just posted. So you got it.
Quick ones that I really liked. The scene with Arthur Webley, the old man, when they went to his house for trimming hedges that didn't belong to him.
Yes.
And he just gibberish. They bring the other old guy cop with them, and he talks his own fucking gibberish, and then Danny translates for him, and I just think it's hilarious. He's like, "No, you can't be trimming hedges that don't belong to you." Oh, yes, I suppose. It gets me every time. It gets me every time. That scene is hilarious. Megan and I say it all the time. What have you got, Crockett and Tubby? Fucking gets me every time. That one, and when they say it's Constable Nicholas Arsehole and Fanny Batterbum, and it's like, hey, that's us.
That's us.
Stupid. Very stupid. I love it.
He's
the worst and the best. I think it's hilarious. Those are some quick ones. And the last thing I wrote was foreshadowing / callbacks. They say things or do things earlier in the movie that come up later.
Absolutely.
When the first thing he gets, when Nicholas shows up at the hotel in town, the lady is doing the crossword puzzle, and she's like, "Ooh, fascist." It's like, "Oh, it's this in the puzzle." Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Hag. It's 3 o'clock. It's 12 down. Oh, thank you. And then at the end of the movie, she fucking pulls out a shotgun and starts shooting at him and screams, "Fascist!" And he shoots like a hanging basket above her head, and it fucking falls on her head, bounces off a car, blood goes everywhere. Yeah. Hag. Love it.
I did like that.
Love it. When they're at they call it a fete, like a little church carnival or whatever it is, someone's in for a surprise at 3 o'clock. That's when fucking Tim Messenger gets a spire from the church roof pushed down onto his body and just splatters him. Classic.
That was
also tough. When the priest is like, "Oh, Tim, your number's up."
Yeah.
And he dies like 10 seconds later. I heard you laugh at that when he's like, "Your number's up." You're like, "Yeah." The Point Break scene.
Great. When
they fucking watch Point Break, and then Danny can't shoot his father. She just unloads into the air while going hard. Mm-hmm. The fake stabbing gag that he pulls on him at the pub. When he looks like he's stabbing himself in the eye with a fork, and it's the ketchup packet. And then he's in front of the NWA, stabs him in the shoulder, and it's a ketchup packet thing. And he just like wakes up in the hood of it, and he has him in the trunk of his car. Liked it. They did I've never seen the movie, but they showed the scene from the movie in the movie, Bad Boys 2, when they're like, shit just got real, and like the camera's like panning around them. They did that shot in this fucking movie with the two of them, and it was great.
I think the other shot was the helicopter thing. That was also in Bad Boys as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because I was like, I was looking for us. I was like something, and then like the helicopter. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was in Bad Boys. Nice, good times.
The other thing that I remember, Aaron A. Aronson.
Hilarious.
He's like, "Oh, we're gonna go through the phone book," and they put in a call to Aaron Aronson, and then that's the name of the kid at the end of the movie. Hilarious. Yeah. And the last thing I didn't write, but I'm gonna say it. The shootout at the end, amazing. When he just rolls up into town and just starts blasting people.
As he should.
It's great.
I thought it was great too, to be honest.
I loved it.
I just didn't write it down. I was watching it.
That's fair.
I was like, yeah. That was actually a really good scene. Yeah.
I loved it.
It was good.
And it just had like the big boss feeling of them going after the Skinner guys. Like they fought all the villagers, got to the store, fought the two dudes at the deli counter throwing knives at him. He fought the fucking giant trolley boy twice. I thought it was great. Those are all my likes.
Good times. Okay. We're in a surprise here, guys.
Uh-oh.
Dislikes.
Okay.
Chris, you go first.
I abstain.
Surprise.
I have no dislikes, honestly. I really don't. I love this movie.
Fair. I only have one dislike just because I just realized it. Because I liked it, but then I was like, I'm never going to like it. And it's only because it's recent, so at the time you saw it, it's nothing. You know what I mean? At the time you first saw it, it means nothing. But now it means something. And he goes, we're just trying to make Sanford great again. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, this movie came out in 2007.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they were way ahead. They were streets ahead.
Streets of fucking... I was like, ooh.
If you're not streets ahead, you're streets behind.
Literally. And I was like, oh, that's no good.
Nicholas Angel didn't like that.
No one... It's weird how all the bad people want to make something great again.
Yeah, all the fascists.
Weird.
We're like, oh, you want to change things? No. We're going to kill you.
Weird how that always happens in the movies, but in real life, well, of course we're not the bad guys. Oh man, we're the bad guys. Iceland's never the good guys.
Can I be Germany? They're never the bad guys in anything.
Iceland's always the bad guys. Mighty Ducks 2. I love it. Good times. So yeah, that's my only dislike because I'll never like that.
That's
so
fair.
it's always good.
That's fair.
Okay. With that being said, did we miss anything? Anything else you want to talk about with the movie?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure you got something.
I could always probably come up with something for this movie. This movie's great.
The shop where they got the Cornettos.
Yes.
That was the staple. You know, we got to talk about that.
That's what ties it all together.
That is apparently, which is so weird.
When he fucking ate the ice cream and got brain freeze, I thought that was hilarious.
He was like, "Oh, you got brain freeze? No, go!" That was funny.
Classic. I have to say it. Yeah. The trolley boy, the giant trolley boy, Michael, hilarious.
Yarp.
I say it all the fucking time.
Yarp.
I say it all the time. I say it all the time, and I think it's funny.
It's dumb.
It is very dumb, and I can't get over it. I just love like the dialogue in this movie, the back and forth. For one, I think I really enjoy British comedies.
I think you do.
And just like the back and forth between characters is often hilarious. And this movie was no different.
Fair. It was a good movie. I agree with that. With that being said, Slushie Meter.
Okay.
Another surprise here, folks.
There it comes.
Chris, I'll let you go first.
All right. 5. I got 5 on it. I love this movie.
Facts.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
There it is. Okay. For me, I don't know. Let me tell you why I don't know. Before I tell you my score, I'll tell you what.
Okay.
So I only have one dislike because I don't remember anything I disliked about the movie. But I really rolled my eyes at the movie. I was sick of it. And this is a person who just told Chris that I watched The Hangover and The Hangover 2 with a lot of jokes that are not suitable for today's age. Some very, very phobia of jokes.
Yeah.
And I found it entertaining. And we just talked about like in old school. We talked about the other guys, like dumb fucking comedies. I have no problem with it. Shaun of the Dead and this movie are two different movies to me.
That's fair.
Shaun of the Dead and the zombies and all the dumb comedy that came with it, I appreciated it. This movie, I was mad. I was upset. I was like, there was a couple times my fiance looked at me and I was like, she thinks I don't like this movie. I do like the movie. I was still upset.
Yeah.
Because the jokes were so fucking stupid. Like that's all I wanted to say. I was like, this is fucking dumb. And there's nothing else I can say about it because it is. It was stupid.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is fucking idiotic movie. Like you can't help but laugh, but it's a dumbass movie.
Yes.
And it really made me upset, and I don't know why. Maybe getting old. And I was just like, fuck. And I was just like, damn it. Like everything was just dumb. But I did love it, to be fair. I did like the movie. So with that being said, I think I'm just gonna go 3.5.
Okay.
It is an older movie, which doesn't really mean Wait, what? 3.5 is bad?
I mean,
older?
No, the 3.5. It's not my score, so I can't be.
That's fair.
Yeah. I had a feeling we would have different scores on this movie.
Well, yeah. I forgot what I gave Shaun of the Dead.
I forget what I gave Shaun of the Dead. I think like maybe a 4.5 or something. 5. Did I?
Did you not?
I wouldn't be surprised if I give all three of these movies a 5, to be honest, because I like them.
I expect it. It was in your top 5 movies that we were gonna do.
It was.
First started.
This one specifically was in my movies that I wanted to do.
Okay,
so mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. We got them.
And then it's gonna go on for 20 years.
20 years podcast. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So
next year in Afghanistan.
Fair. I'm listening. I love it.
There's no oil in this podcast, so
3.5 because it kept my attention, but I really was just like, this is a dumb comedy. And I'm not mad about that. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it as much as Shaun of the Dead, though.
Okay.
And I don't know why either. Also, I'm tired and I'm happy. I just ate for the first time today. So it was a whole thing. It could have been a lot of things.
That's fair.
A headache. It's just a lot. But it's definitely not a bad movie. It is funny. I remember seeing clips of World's End, and I think I liked what I saw, but I knew I hadn't seen the rest, and I think that's why I don't even know if I knew. Yeah, I thought it was a trilogy. So when I saw World's End, I was like, oh shoot, I kind of want to watch them all. This was years ago, and I just didn't watch them because I was like, oh, this seems funny. So I'm excited to watch the third one to see what I really liked about it. This one, I didn't not enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I think I would have enjoyed it more if Simon Pegg was less serious. But he had to be, which is why I enjoyed this movie. He had to be serious. So it's kind of like a conundrum. Like I can't really... What I wanted probably wouldn't have made the movie better. And what I got made the movie better. But for some reason...
Okay.
I don't know.
Sounds like you're in a tough spot.
I am in a tough spot. That's why it's 3.5 and not a 4. Like
okay.
I would have given it a 4, but I am conflicted.
Okay.
I love dumb comedy. I love scary movie. I love all the dumb shit that could ever be dumb. Tropic Thunder was a dumb movie.
Oh yes.
All the Will Ferrell movies are dumb movies. So it's not about the movie itself. It's just I don't know what it was, but it was something. I enjoyed it, but I did enjoy Shaun of the Dead more.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to put them together, but at the same time, it's hard not to because it's all the same people.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I gave Shaun of the Dead a 4. So, yeah, 3.5.
Okay.
I'm cool
it's
with that.
It's not a bad score.
It's definitely not a bad score. No. It's a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's 70%.
Yeah.
A little above a C. Easy peasy. C's get degrees. So...
C is for suspension.
That's exactly what I was thinking. You know what? I need to take this attitude. I need to go home. I need to think about what I've done. Ciao.
Let's just say ciao to the impressions, right? Hey everybody. I'm Gabe. Ciao.
Kevin did a spot on impression of Gabe.
I was thinking about that on my way over here today, or maybe the other day. I was driving. I was like, Gabe was trying to get everybody to stop, and then they all turned on him because he was like, oh, I can't beat him, so I'll join him. And they're like, oh, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
he's not sticking by it. Yeah, even though everybody else was already making fun of Kevin.
Absolutely.
They're like, oh, well, fuck him in particular. And then Kevin was like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, facts. I agree.
Because Gabe was like the only one who was on his side, and then Gabe was like, okay, fine, I'll join everybody else. And Kevin's like, you know what? Fuck you.
Fair.
Ciao.
What else happened in that episode? Ciao. Was that the Secretary episode?
The Secretary's Day episode where Michael took Aaron to lunch?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because at one point Gabe goes, I feel like I should be worried about this, but I'm going to tackle this Oscar the Grouch thing more. Because I think he said that when Aaron threw the cake at Andy for sleeping with Angela.
I think that you're right. Yeah, because Michael was only really in it, like in the office at the beginning, and then near the end. Because like, oh, you did this, or no, it was at the end when Kevin did his things. Like, you did this. Good work, Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
But he made the count video. No, it's the count counts, and Oscar is an accountant.
No, that.
But why didn't you do Oscar the Grouch then?
Yeah.
No, but the count is purple, and Oscar wears a lot of purple.
Fair. Hilarious. Like, but no, that wasn't the same one. Because at the end of the one I'm talking about with Andy and Aaron, now that I'm thinking about it, Michael's talking to Aaron, and they talk about like Andy's butt or whatever. They're sitting on like the edge, like at the side of the office.
Yeah, they're outside.
She was like, I don't really want to talk to Andy. It's like, you can't really be upset. He didn't tell you. Why would he want to tell you? He's like, plus his butt looks big in those pants. She's like, oh, I like his butt. And then he starts making like dumb noises. And then Andy's like creeping over in his little Prius. Yeah, that's the end of that one. So yeah, it's a different. I don't know what happened. I don't remember. Something happens with Michael. Because I'm thinking about it now.
It's every episode.
Fair. Jim was about to leave with Michael. Yeah, Jim was about to leave with Michael. And Pam goes, where's my drawing at? He was like, I don't know. I liked it. I hit it. I'll give you a clue.
No, that is the one. That is the one I just watched. Where Michael gets lost downtown.
So that's not the same one?
No.
Damn.
Because that's the one where in the office they're doing the caption contest.
That's what we've been talking about.
No, we're talking about the Cookie Monster one. The Cookie Monster video.
Oh, shit. You're correct.
I thought we were.
No, you're absolutely right.
No, you're right. It's Secretary's Day.
Is it?
Yeah, you were right the first time. It's Secretary's Day.
Hey!
Yeah. Dude, not
like Scarface said, even when I'm wrong, I'm right, baby. So, yeah.
I don't know, Gabe. That show hasn't been on in many cookies. You know, it's in cookies, man. Oh, I get it. You can make fun of me.
Cold ass narcissism.
This is my birthday, man. Some stone cold narcissism. I'm sorry. Happy birthday, Terrell. No.
So, if this is your first time listening, we talk about The Office.
We just watched. I'm sorry to keep this going. We just watched the one. I can't remember the episode, but at the beginning, Pam gives Daryl the card for his grandma dying. His grandmother dies. And he's like, I'm sorry, people might have thought it was your birthday. And fucking Dwight comes in with the cupcake, and Andy's like, birthday punches! And they just do that close-up of his face, and he's that one tear.
He turns.
We watched it last night, and I was almost crying laughing.
The best. It's one of the best, because her face, she goes,
I'm so sorry.
She's like she's like heartfelt because his grandma died. He's upset, and he reads the first word, whatever signature, and she goes, like they pan to her, and she's just, oh, because what is it? I forget what he reads first, but the best one is like, yeah, live it up, Daryl. You deserve this.
Yeah. You deserve it. Days like these don't come along often enough. Let's celebrate. You deserve this. Let's get wasted.
It was the way he said it. You deserve this.
It's possible some people might have thought it was your birthday.
It's so good. Birthday punches.
Andy is like so nice to him. They're like such good friends.
Oh Christ. Good times.
Birthday punches.
Yeah, I'm on the last Dundies. And I've stopped it 4 times. I'm like, I'm tired. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want to see the end of that. I don't need to see the end of that.
When they sing
the 9,986,000 minutes,
I gotta
can't do
get him to the Dundies.
Best part of that episode, the very beginning, when they egg Toby's house. That's not the best part. When they go to Meredith's house, and they knock on the door, he's like, I don't think it was home.
It's like Katrina.
So it looks like Katrina in there. And she goes, busted.
Caught me. Walk of shame.
She comes, she has a skin tight dress with some long stockings. She's like, ah.
I got Vienna sausages and napkins. I'll make you guys breakfast. And I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. This is like Katrina.
The best. That is the best. I love it. Because Meredith busted a Dundee? Yes. I love Meredith. She's the best. She's so good. Oh, man. That's good. The only other one that I really like in that vein, is when they pick up Pam and the Michael Scott Paper Company. Whoa, Halper, boner control.
Your donuts make me go nuts.
Your donuts make me go.
Stupid.
You have coffee, Michael? Milk and sugar.
Sugar. Oh, thanks. Is this just milk and sugar?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
You drink this?
Every morning.
Every morning. Looks so straight into the fucking mirror. Every morning. Fuck you, Michael. Look, my girl texted me yesterday. I was like, "What are you eating for dinner?" She's like, "Mayonnaise and olives." I was like, "Fuck off." I was like, "Fuck you."
So much early for ice cream. It's comfort food. We don't have any. So this is mayonnaise and black olives. Michael, you don't want to eat that. Oh God.
Then he does it again. Stop that.
Stop. Sorry, I was eating tiramisu and inhaled some of the chocolate powder. I'm stopping now. So anyway.
Oh man. So this has been the Office Review.
God. Welcome back to Office Review featuring movies.
Oh man. Good time. Last time on Varsity Blues. Okay. Cornetto Trilogy. We're back.
2/3 through.
Yeah, facts.
All that's left is.
What are we doing after this? X-Men? After
I think we did agree on X-Men.
So we're probably not gonna get that to around Christmas, right? No.
Maybe
Thanksgiving. Because
probably.
it was like next week. No. And then the week after
Are we doing Eternals?
Are we?
I'm down.
I kind of want to do Eternals. Apparently, I've been seeing headlines. I've been trying to skip it. They talk about Superman.
Oh, well, they name drop him.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I saw something about that.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm not gonna read that.
I didn't read it either because I was like,
it.
I don't know.
I'll see it. So
yeah, but I'm like, okay, yeah. So Eternals the week after.
I'm down.
And then World's End. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hip.
So then the third weekend of November is Thanksgiving. Well, listen, I'm gonna be off for the weekend, so I know you're not. But if you are, we can get through a couple of them.
I like the X-Men movies
because I know I'm not doing. Actually, if we cook, how about if we cook? If I cook, I'll invite you guys over.
Okay, I'll bring some. We'll bring something.
Don't bring a casserole.
No, I was gonna say like I'll make a pie or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll actually what she wants to do.
But
there might be ribs because I don't like turkey.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
I'll bring wet naps.
Paper plates.
I'll bring a bit.
Either way, I guess we can talk about that later.
So what are you gonna do for Christmas?
I'm ready to delete all that.
New Year's?
So this is how we just talk to each other.
Yeah.
Just there's some microphones.
Headphones.
I didn't even hit record.
Headphones, microphones. It's all on the record.
Yeah, no. There's no recording going on. It's just chilling. Hey, come over. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back.
Play my intro music in.
I like that.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's Chris in my house.
That reminds me. It's like, welcome back to Troy and Ahmed in the morning.
What are you guys doing? There's no cameras in here.
It's 6 in the morning. I love it.
We're back here with Starburns.
I love it.
With his turtle Shelly. And I understand Shelly can eat 6 mice a day. What? You guys gave me this turtle and I don't know what's happening.
I love that. That is probably the best part. That, and then I've seen it on TikTok like 4 times in the last month. him and Abed rapping on the couch in Spanish, and it's amazing, and I love it. It's so good.
That's like the third or fourth episode in the series.
Like
it's
really
early in the series.
So good.
They're amazing. I'm up to the third. I just started the third season last night of Community.
I just listened to an episode of Jamel Hill. It's a podcast, and she had Yvette Nicole Brown on.
Nice.
I did not know the reason why she left Community was because her father was sick, and she's his sole caretaker now. Her mom died last year, so she talked about that, and she was like, so the lady was like, so it's just you and your dad now. She's like, yep. She's like, I turned down a lot of roles. She's like, but that's okay. She's like, and I got a lot of hate mail for leaving Community from the fans. They were like, why'd you leave? Oh, whatever.
Some fans.
That's what I said. I was like, yeah, that's kind of shitty.
Fuck you, fans, for that.
Because she left in what, the end of the fourth or the fifth? Beginning of the fifth? Because she wasn't in the sixth.
She was not in the sixth. She was in like an episode. She appeared in one episode of season 6, I think.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the episodes, they were doing like weird trailers or shit for like shows that they mentioned in the show, and she was in one of them. Like it was like the baker and the butcher.
Oh, I remember.
Like
that.
she was like with a detective.
Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, I think she left at the end of season 4.
Yeah, and so I was just like, damn, because they were talking about her being in a whole bunch of movies. She was like, I'm pretty much in everything, and I'm like, she really is. She's been in a lot of shows. Yeah, they talked about that. They're like, how did you like? Because she's friends with Chris Evans.
And jealous.
She's the same. Well, she was like, yeah, that's my husband on Twitter for sure. She was like, absolutely. She was like, so you can't have him on Twitter.
She might have to fight Lizzo for him.
She was like,
she loves him.
I feel like she was talking about Lizzo. She was like, go to Instagram or Facebook if you want to be, but on Twitter, he's mine. And I was like, that's hilarious. She was like, I've always been friends with him, but then on the set, she was like, it was...
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that's what's up.
Good for her.
Yeah, same. I was like, that's what's up. But yeah, she talked about all the stuff she's been in. I'm like, I've seen all that, and I'm pretty sure I've seen her in it. But yeah, she was talking about her dad being sick, and that she was like, it's the best decision I ever made. She was like, I don't mind turning down roles. It is what it is.
Good for her.
And I was like, yeah, it reminds me of Rick Moranis.
Yeah.
And I was like... That's amazing. I think that happened to King Jong too. I think that's the reason why he stopped being a doctor. You know, he's a doctor, right?
Yeah.
And I think he stopped being a doctor because his wife had cancer or something like that. So I think that's what happened. Yeah.
And now he's just on every show on Fox.
Listen, gotta get that money, baby.
Hey, get it.
Listen, I ain't mad at it.
He's in like The Masked Singer, I Can See Your Voice, like The Masked Dancer, I think also. He was on an episode or two of Lego Masters because they were making light of the fact that he was on everything on Fox. He's in like heartburn commercials or something, or it's like some kind of commercial for like some medicine that you can get over the counter. He's in it. He's in all Hangover movies, of course. Community.
Leslie. That was his name in The Hangover, Leslie.
Was it? Was it Leslie Chow?
Yeah. Mr. Chow, Leslie.
Chow.
Yeah. Because when he sees fucking Zach Galifianakis, he's like, Leslie. They're like, Leslie. Again, that movie, problematic. Both of them. Yeah. The second one, whoo, but it's good. We should watch those.
I like Ken Jeong.
We should watch them.
Like watch them for episodes or just watch them?
Yes.
I'm down.
But yeah, we should definitely do an episode on them.
I'd be down.
Why not? They're fucking hilarious. Have you seen all 3?
I have, but I haven't seen any of them in forever.
Okay.
Like, I think I saw them each when they first came out, and I don't know if I've seen any of them in entirety since then. Because part of me was like, this isn't one of those kind of movies where like Borat, where like the shock value is what's going to get you a lot.
And the second and third one maybe, but yeah.
But also I was like, I could see laughing at these movies again, because there's definitely shit in that movie. I always think about the scene where Zach Galifianakis gets tased by the cops, and they just
hilarious.
And they're just like, in the face. Rob Riggle's like, in the face.
Not bad.
Hey, get up here, handsome. Not you. Get back, fat Jesus.
Get back, fat Jesus. Those were the best movies. Somebody got me the trilogy for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So good. I was like, this is the best thing you've ever done for me. It's plain and simple. Best thing. No, it's fine. Either way, I guess we can stop this episode. Either way, that was Hot Fuzz and others.
It was a potpourri.
Potpourri. Potpourri for 400. So yeah, that's it. 3.5 for me, 5 for Chris.
Yes.
Stay tuned next for World's End. Not at World's End. We haven't done Pirates of the Caribbean yet.
We will. Hopefully.
We will. Yeah,
I'd like to. Yes.
We did talk about that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're just gonna do all the movies.
All the movies that we like.
I mean,
X-Men, Pirates of the Caribbean, Ninja Turtles can find its way in there. We already did Spider-Man. Already did Star Wars. We do some Batmans probably at some point.
Probably when the new Batman comes out. Did you see that they delayed some of the 2022 movies?
For Marvel? Yeah. I did. Some they like 2 to 3 months. One of them got pushed back to like the following year, like early the following year, and one of them got moved up by a week for some reason. But I mean, it's already not coming out till next year. But they was like bumped it up a week. I was like, okay.
People were pissed on the internet. I was like, well, you know, it's already next year.
Some people on the internet have nothing better to do than be angry.
That's true.
And
I'm always on the internet. I'm not ever angry, but
same. Oh, Gesundheit.
Excuse me. I don't know what that was.
I get angry at people on the internet
for being angry.
Yes,
facts.
I get angry in real life for people that are angry on the internet because you really have nothing else to do than like, oh well, this I don't know, like this video game got made and I don't like it, so I'm gonna get mad about it. Or this movie got delayed, I don't like it, so I'm gonna get mad about it. Well, you're outraged. You can be as outraged as you want. You can scream into the void of Twitter all you want, but Marvel is not gonna be, oh man, the fans are really mad. We push those movies back.
In the last
better move them back up.
2021 years. The only thing that's changed about people being upset on the internet has been Sonic. That's the only thing I remember changing.
It's the only thing I can remember changing for the better.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, you're right.
But probably also the only thing I remember, only time I can remember it changed, because any other time, like, oh, what are you going to do about it? Yeah. You're still going to go see it.
I wish that was the case, but everything else has changed for the bad. Yeah. That just meant for the good. Yeah, it's Sonic.
That was a good change, though.
That was a great change.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
Even though, when I first saw it, I was like, this looks great. And then when I saw the new one, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, this is what I could have had
like,
all along. Yeah, you didn't know how good you had it.
Everybody was like, I remember you told me, you're like, it was horrible. I was
but I already told it, when we first saw it, I was like, I will go see this movie with you. You, me, and Jaron were like, we're going to go see this movie regardless of what Sonic looks like, just because. And then they made it better. Also, Jaron didn't go with us.
Oh, you didn't?
No. Remember? You, me, and Lydia went on Valentine's Day.
Did we?
Yeah, we went in the morning.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's funny. We did go in the morning. I remember that now.
Yeah, we went out to breakfast first.
We did. That's hilarious.
I think that's one of the last times I went out to breakfast just because I don't get up in the morning a lot.
Same. That was also like the last movie we saw in theaters.
Before the pandemic. I think that was the last movie we saw before the world stopped turning.
Absolutely was.
Yeah.
Good times.
And then the first one we saw after was what, Black Widow? Or no, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Great time.
Good comeback movie, in my opinion. 2
bookends to the panoramic. That was amazing.
Because it's over.
Well.
Yeah.
With that being said. That's it, man. Just check us out everywhere. I'm dying over here. All right, guys. This has been Keith.
And this has been Chris.
We are out of here.